So what we have here is a bunch read blocking system, and the reason we use a bunch read is because we want as many blockers as we can defending as many sets as we can. So in a traditional system, if Kelly was standing at the antenna to initiate her blocking base, if I ran something in this gap, here's a middle hitter, a 31 or whatever you call it, something a 3, Lydia would have to block by herself, and Kelly has no responsibility. Conversely, if stand at the antenna, if I run a quick here that's pushed a little bit more to the middle, we could have these two blockers, but again, Kelly has no responsibility. If I run a back row attack in the middle of the court, I can hit here, Lydia's going to block, so is Cassie, but again, Kelly's got to run back to the middle of the court, so she's got less responsibility as a blocker. In our system, we start Kelly inside for a couple reasons. One, and inside we define as put your arms out. Inside for Kelly is an arm away for each person. That's where Kelly's going to start, an arms away from Lydia, who's the middle. So if I run a 31 here, Kelly's going to block and Lydia's going to block. If I run a 2 here, all 3 of them are going to block. If I run a back row, all 3 are going to block. Start at arms part away. If I run a quick in the seam here, Kelly can throw an arm in and still try to block. So now Kelly's going to block pretty much a lot of stuff here. She's going to block a 3, 2, back row, maybe a quick in the seam. She's going to have responsibility. Same with our left side blocker here. They're going to stay in and they're going to be an elbows distance apart. So they can touch each other's elbows, so they're closer here, because traditionally the setter's is front row, she can dump, and if the setter's back row, there's a quick here she can help block against. Okay, another reason we want to start our blockers inside, if Kelly starts at the antenna, and the set is inside, I'm running inside, Kelly is following me inside, she'll never catch me effectively. Because the ball's dropping, I know where the ball's going to land, and go over there, she's trying to chase me inside, okay, to block this ball. And that's why in the past, when teams would run this sort of blocking system here with a wide blocker, the setter would set the ball inside and the hitter would come inside. So to counter that, we start Kelly inside, an arm away from Lydia, and now Kelly's going to read and has some responsibilities. So toss the ball inside. If the ball's inside, Kelly doesn't have to move because it's right here. So again, she can defend this inside set. And if the ball's all the way outside, just like we worked on before, the ball's all the way outside. Go again. The ball's all the way outside, Kelly can run and jump where the ball will be contacted. So again, now she has responsibilities. And if the ball's in between, she'll just run to here and stop in between. So again, it places a greater premium on reading, but it gives Kelly the option to block more areas along the net as a read blocker. So she can read what's going to happen and then make a decision based on where the set is. Lastly, I think with the bunch read, it takes pressure off the middle. Because in a traditional blocking scheme block here, if I'm hitting quick here, if I'm hitting a 3 here or something in this gap, Lydia would have to come over here to stop me because she's blocking me one-on-one. The problem with that is Lauren can back set. So Lydia, go over here. So if I run a 3 or something in this gap, toss yourself and back set. Lydia comes here, and then back set. And back set, now it's one-on-one over there. So we're playing this cat and mouse game. And then, get another ball, Lauren. So if I go 3, she back sets. Because Lydia has no help. So she's on her own here. In our system, we want Kelly to stand in here. So now if I go 3, Lydia says, I have help here. So I don't have to move down because Kelly's here. You're not going to just stay right here. Because Kelly's here. So Lydia doesn't have to move down. She can stay in the middle of the court. So now if I go 3 and Lauren backsets, Lydia's in a neutral position to defend all parts of the court equally. Okay? Same thing if Cassie starts over there in what we call, so if you're playing a left side wide read, if I run a quick here, Lydia has to follow me. And then they can set outside. But in our system, move back in, Lydia stays in the middle of the court. If I go quick, Cassie's going to help Lydia. So that if I fake the quick and they set outside, Lydia can just run it down, you guys can go block. And they can go and block. So again, we have help in this system here. And maybe if Kelly's starting out here in a traditional wide read and they have a really tall hitter over here, there's no way that Kelly can triple block because she's at that antenna. So if she's starting inside and they set this person here, maybe do a five, maybe we can triple block here.